Hello friends, myself Preeti Divyani and today we are going to prove Cantor's theorem from set theory. Okay, the statement is for any non-empty set A, cardinality of A is less than cardinality of PA, where PA is the set of all subsets of A. Or the another statement of Cantor's theorem is, in other statement, every non-empty set A is strictly dominated by its power set PA. Or we can simply say cardinality of A is less than cardinality of PA. So let's see the proof. Proof is, let A be any non-empty set, let PA denotes its power set. Its power set means power set of set A. We have to show that cardinality of A is less than cardinality of PA. Okay? For this, we have to show that cardinality of A less than equals to cardinality of PA, but cardinality of A is not equals to cardinality of PA. Okay? Now we are going to make some mapping. Let us consider a mapping. Let us consider a mapping F from A to PA. Okay, from a set A to its power set PA, given by f of x is equals to subset x. Okay, for all x belongs to A, f is 1 1. For this we have to prove, let x and y be any two elements of set A, such that f of x is equals to f of y. This is equals to subset x is equals to subset y. This means x is equals to y. This shows that f mapping from A to PA is 1 1. Mapping from A into PA. Okay, we just proved that f is 1 1. Cardinality of A is less than equals to cardinality of PA. So we just proved that f is 1 1. So it implies that cardinality of A is less than equals to cardinality of PA. In order to show that cardinality of A is not equals to cardinality of PA, we shall show that there is no 1 1 mapping from A onto PA. So now we have to show that cardinality of A is not equal to cardinality of PA. So for this we have to show that there does not exist any 1 1 mapping from A onto PA. Okay, so just let if possible there is a 1 1 mapping. There is a 1 1 mapping. Let us assume G of A onto PA. So here we assume that there is a 1 1 mapping G from A onto PA. We define a set D be D is equals to A belongs to A such that X not belongs to Gx. Okay, X belongs to A but X not belongs to G of X. Okay, then if D is equals to this, then D is subset of A. Okay, this imply D is subset of power set of A. Okay, if D is a subset of A, this implies D belongs to the power set of A. Since the mapping G is onto, okay, mapping G is onto, therefore there exists an element U belongs to A. So there exists an element U belongs to A. We are just supposing that U belongs to A such that D is equals to GU. We are just supposing that there is one element U belongs to A such that D is equals to G of U. Now, if U belongs to D, then by definition of D, we get U not belongs to GU. Okay, if U belongs to D, this means U not belongs to GU. This implies U not belongs to D. Why? Because GU is equals to D. Okay, so this is a contradiction, because we initially assumed that U belongs to D, but here we get U not belongs to D. So this is a contradiction. Show that U cannot belong to D. But if U not belongs to D, then again by definition of D, we have U belongs to GU. So if we assume that U is not belonging to D, this means U definitely belongs to GU. Okay, because U is not belonging to D. GU. This implies U belongs to D. Why? Because GU is equals to D. From here, which is another contradiction. So our supposition that such a mapping G exists must be false. Okay, hence cardinality of A not equals to cardinality of PA, and consequently cardinality of A less than cardinality of PA. So this is the proof of Cantor's theorem. So guys, this is the proof of Cantor's theorem, and I also uploaded most important theorem of BSc and MSc Maths. Please check out my description box. All the links are given below, and suggest me some new topic and new theorems. Also, if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching my videos.